Welcome back to another episode of our vintage survival series. Just standing here admiring the old Ram. God, that's a beautiful truck. Uh, you should have seen right before this a zoomed in section of a screenshot showing what we paid on our vehicles overnight so that you guys can see that I'm not buffaloing you or anything. Additionally, we did buy ourselves a logging trailer off camera. This we bought straight up. We're not financing this. It does have Loki's universal auto load. Apparently, we're just going to drag the lighting wires on the ground. No hiccup. Wow, hookup on the truck. That was a hiccup of my brain. Let's see. What else is going on? Obviously, we cut some grass last time around. We chopped down some trees. I did go off and sell those. We did not make much because most of the trees were these little spindly things. Yeah. So we're going to continue with the tree cleanup on this side and mowing. But we want to have some hired help off doing some field work while we are doing that. So now that I'm done with my executive summary, let's have a quick look at the contracts and then we'll start the time for the day. Wonderful. There are none. So, whoops, wrong button. The one right next to that, please. In typical fashion, that didn't help us at all. I don't remember how often contracts refresh, and I seem to be, oh, I was going to say missing a tractor. That's right, we put him back on the trailer. I took the first load of wood using this thing, but I did lose a couple pieces through the bottom of the map because the auto load on this, for some reason, put them through the trailer. Just put ones that were already on the trailer through the trailer when I auto-loaded another one. I have no idea what happened, but we're going to just go to using the actual log trailer moving forward. All right, did we get any contracts? Oh, one did pop up. They still aren't anything we can do. I wish that there was a mod that prevented those, just like there's a mod that prevents root crops, which I am using. But there's not, so... Alright. I'm going to dig right in. Oh yeah. Can I pick that up? I can. I'm going to just set that next to the log trailer. Then we'll come back here. This is basically creating a measuring stick. Except, of course, it did that. Go figure. We know that one will get picked up. Heck yeah. Alright, so these are slowly trickling in. Hey, that's one we can do. There we go. So I'll get this guy down there. And come back for the tractor with the unload trailer. But I think this is a good stage for a time lapse where you guys can just watch me cut wood, and then when I'm done cutting however much wood I'm going to cut, I'll bring you guys back in and we'll talk about the next set of plans. Well, that's never good. I just got interrupted by a phone call and pushed some wrong buttons and screwed up the whole clip of me doing the logs, other than what you just saw just now. So as we go up here, what you're gonna see is I haven't cleared out everything, but there's been a decent amount cleared out. We've also been struggling with our guy on the plow. He's doing the same garbage as happened in field 7 in the previous episode with cultivating. Actually, he's doing that and more and worse. The more is worse because he's leaving the field. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. Yeah. So he's leaving the field completely, but also just coming in here and getting stuck. So I'm gonna sort him out again. I'll be back. Thought I'd bring you guys back from the pause I had you on because I found something interesting in the store. It only takes 30 horsepower to pull this thing, and I harvest potatoes. Now, we don't have a potato planter, but I'm alright with that. Ha! Rim color is all you can choose. I'm going to keep it color matched. So, we're going to buy this. And yes, I did some more trees off camera. And then I sold our log trailer, so. Perfecto. That guy's going, this guy's doing his thing. Let's jump to the store. There she blows. Alright. I like it. Now we need a planter that plants potatoes. Whoops. John Deere 345 plus. Oh, that's this. Yeah, we don't need a second pickup, even though this thing is an insane beast. It also still only has the crappy hitch offered by the base game. I have retrieved the pickup, and we're going to hook it up to this thing and send it back to the farm. There we go. Let's check on our workers. Why is this guy not doing anything? Ah, because he literally just called for that guy. Okay. And as usual, this guy is just costing me money. This contract's going to be a loss. But if I cancel it at this point, it's going to be even more of a loss. There you go, buddy. Buddy old pal. Get the job done. Alright, good. This one's behaving itself. Love it. This guy's gonna come up short, which is fine. So I'll take it from here. See you shortly. So for the rest of the day, I think I'm gonna probably run this guy. So we'll take him off, and I will be the unloader tractor. For not even being 5 p.m., it sure is getting awfully dark already as well. In the next episode, we will be working on our plot with the plow. Finally cutting in our own fields. And I did say fields, plural. There will be 2 of them. I'm still working on doing some landscaping, so I'm not showing the yard until I'm done with that. That's why I stopped the truck where I did. Oy. That just looks so terrible. That's my fault for not turning on rounded corners. Come on, little tractor. You can do it. You can do it. Get that pipe out. Come on. Trigger the pipe. Trigger the pipe. Trigger the pipe. Come on. Come on. Come on. We gotta get under it. We gotta get under it. We gotta get under it before he turns around. Yes! Looks like this will be his last pass. Yes. And then I'll have to take over and go grab that little tiny bit he missed over there. So I'm going to just park this tractor over there. Like so. And we will take over. If he goes. There we go. And that is that. Now, in theory, if I did all of this correctly, I can pull forward onto this track. And send this guy back to the farm. Really? You can't make it somehow? But you can make it from there. Interesting. Means I likely didn't do something correct. Oh yeah, I see it already. Alright, this guy should cycle around. Uh-oh. Hopefully he makes it. Oof. I don't think I tested this roundabout with the combine at all. Oh! Crashed hard into a hedge. Alright, so lesson learned, don't take the combine through here. Oof. I don't know what this guy held up for, or gal. I just want to see if she's going to back this thing into the pit and actually unload it. I've been playing with this, and every time it doesn't unload, and I'm starting to think that it's this trailer. Because it'll back all the way in, hit the unload trigger, and then just take off without actually unloading. And yes, same problem. So as soon as I hit unload, it works. There's something with this trailer that prevents that from working. So, I don't know what it is. I wish I did know. I do think, though, that that might be cue for us to buy a different trailer. A different trailer. So, kind of hoping to avoid a dolly trailer. What's the story? Whoa, whoa. Love it when things freak out. So that's a cheater capacity. Got it. That's a standard. Auger wagon. Really interesting. Yeah, I'm thinking no on this. It just seems a little too glitchy. It's a problem with a lot of the mods, unfortunately, for at least the vintage mods for FS22. Or, sorry, for 25. Probably because some of them are just piss poor conversions from FS22. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything else. If I hit space here and go and do it this way. So this, wow, not sure what's going on with the store. Standard has a capacity of 7,000 liters. So the two-wheel trailer is a lot less. About this trailer, 3,000, 5,000. So I think we might try this trailer. It's cheap enough, and it has a rear hitch. So if it ends up working out when we are driving, we can always pull both trailers. And in fact, that's how I'll get them back to the hideout. We're just gonna shortcut this. We can go against the flow of traffic. We're the only traffic. And I do love how it got brighter again. We must have had some clouds roll over earlier. It does say cloudy on the forecast, so that was probably the case. You know, we're just going to sell that. I'll be right back. The little trailer served us well, but I say little. It was physically smaller, but had a higher capacity than this. So it was, I'm thinking, based on that 7,000 in my own brain, that was a little bit of a cheater capacity, and I didn't realize. Which is fine. It's fine. I just hope this one works. You know what? Let's test that. So, fill unit add. Fill unit index 1. And we'll just add a little sorghum. But it helps if I hit the O. Let's go. Well, so somehow we didn't get... Oh no. I know what happened. We went to the wrong sale point with that, didn't we? Oopsie me. Shame on me. I'm gonna have to redo these side roads to be single paths. Two-way single paths for the most part. Well, for some of them, I should say. Anywhere that I can't make them just one directional. So we're gonna run over here and dump this at the proper place. And I'll have to look back to the footage and correct our money later. because I obviously screwed that up big time. You know what though? Preserved food factory. No. Preserved food factory. Put that back to vintage hideout. I want to see if she works. Bring you guys along. Boy, those trees. Those are some thick old branches. Swinging in. He's on the gate and emptying. Perfect. So I will correct the money situation between the two episodes and we'll get that figured out. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's funny right there. And that seems about right. So whatever we made off the other one, I'll just take that away. And there we go. Perfect. And you just sitting there, you know what? Maybe I'll just leave it, and it could be the reimbursement for this idiot costing me money. Guess I just gotta ride with him all the way to the end. Probably have to clean up some of the mess anyway. To make that 100%. I guess we'll see. Here very briefly, I believe. Hey, fellow worker. Survey says I'm gonna have to go and do some. Oh no, right at the end. I love it. Really? I know why. There's no turnaround at the end of that, and he was trying to go the other direction. Alright, let's accept our contracts and call it a day. Oops. Perfect. And with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.